Hello, and welcome back to Roll For It. I did not get coffee. The place had their coffee machine offline. You know, I blame Technomancers personally, but that's just me. They're responsible for everything. Anyway.
Casual racism yet again from EE.
Everyone knows it's the Technomancers, man. It's all the Technomancers.
He just rolled low at the coffee shop, just like we're doing here.
Yeah. Right, so we're back with Shadowrun RPG. I've also checked our partnership status. I need to fill in some more forms, but we are approved, so hopefully next week we will have some subscription stuff going on. I will also have to try and get some icon emotes made for us, because that'll be awesome. Get like prop ones done as well. So hopefully that'll be next week for you guys. Anyway, in part 1 of tonight, our folks had a maimed eyeless dwarf who they'd been told to kidnap for the Russians to grab the cyberware out of. Turns out he had probably got nanites inside him, and that other people started wanting to have him for their own. They took him back to Pug's second home in an attempt to just figure out what was going on and clean down the van. As they were doing so, they were rudely interrupted by Lone Star officers who came in. 2 of them were electrocuted into unconsciousness by Pseudo's many sprite friends. And 2 of them were summarily executed, is probably a good term for it, in the garage by Caber and Blowback. They have now finished their combat. They have 2 unconscious and 2 dead Lone Star officers sitting, laying in the house. And we resume play. Go. You're in story time. I will be counting time.
I come out of Hot Sim. I'm like, Drake! Like, where was I actually electrocuted?
You electrocuted in the neck.
Okay, okay.
The collar of your line coat kind of comes up quite high,
Okay.
and the guy didn't take the time to pull it down, so you were just shocked through it. But you do have still a little bit of a burn scar there, but it's minor.
Okay. Alright, well, on my sub-vocal mic, I go through to Blowback. He's like, you guys alright in there?
Yeah, we're good, but we need to get the
Casualties?
fuck out of here now. Nobody down, only cops.
Okay. Well, we've got 2... I assume that Pug hasn't managed to rip the cock off the one that he was fighting on the stairs, but...
Pug, do you want to rip the cock off the guy you're fighting on the stairs?
No, I do not.
Okay.
We've got
More
2
trophies.
unconscious Lone Star in here. Whatever we do, we need to do it now. And at that point, I'm gonna lean down and I'm gonna start taking their gear off, their comlinks. I'm looking for anything that's betraying a wireless signal. I'm just taking it off them and I'm shutting it down.
Okay. It's a pretty easy job for you, and you can especially mark on people's HUDs effectively a shopping list from everybody.
Yes. I'm letting them know what they should be looking for by what I found on the one in front of me as well.
I'll try to do that on the guy next to me.
Right. For each guy, you get a comlink rating 3.
So 4, rating 3 comments.
Yes.
I'm gonna check the ones in the garage for anything with a perception check, I guess.
You get pairs of sunglasses, which do have a wireless rating coming from them.
Shit.
There are also cavalier deputies with smart guns attached on each of them. So effectively between you, that's 4 of those. Splatter, with 1 success, you do manage to find that they have a jazz inhaler. In fact, they have 2 jazz inhalers each.
Okay, I'll take those. And then I'm gonna push a message saying, load up one of the knocked out cops, let's load up Sleepy in the back of the van, and let's just bail. Do we want to burn this place down? What do we want to do here? I think this house is dead to us.
What are we doing with the extra cop? We're just taking him out.
Fuck it, just leave him in the house.
Alright.
He might get out.
Shoot him then.
Oh, kudos to him.
Alright, well, if we're gonna take one guy, we're gonna take the guy that's not been damaged. So we're gonna take the guy that was trying to shock Mr. Pseudo.
If we're gonna kill them, then fine. They've been here, they've seen our faces, but I don't feel alright just executing them.
You don't have to do it. Just get in the van.
Yeah, or slide him outside the front door and then we'll light it on fire. Whichever makes you feel better, but we gotta go now.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the guy that was next to Pseudo and I'm gonna haul him to the van.
Did you get all of the stuff off the other guy? Like, have we looted all of the bodies of all of the things that we have collectively thought of? I'm just checking that, because basically there's 4 of us, 4 people. Pseudo's dealing with the one that was in front of him.
I got what I could off the guy by the stairs. If you want to go check him again, go for it.
I think we gotta go.
I've
We
got
ain't
the
got
jazz
time, everybody.
inhalers. Yeah, we've got to go. But
Let's light this place up.
yeah,
Oh, I also forgot to mention you also have a taser each.
a taser each.
So
Hooray!
that's 4 tasers.
They're not shocking themselves anymore, are they?
Okay.
The Divine Shockers, is that right?
While Pug is loading, I've got foam explosives
yes.
rating 8. I'm gonna start spraying them on random walls throughout the house.
Okay, how many
The
kilos?
ones that it just says that I have 8 sets. I'm not really sure.
What
I've got
rating?
rating 8.
You've got 8 sets of rating
shit.
8.
I mean, Drake.
Yeah, I've got 10 sets of rating 8 foam explosives.
How much do you want to use?
I don't know how much will bring it down. Can I do like a check or something to figure out
You
from
can
my
do a quick
industrial
demo
knowledge?
check, except I will roll it and I'll roll it hidden. Because you should not know if you get it wrong. And I need to actually roll this offline so that you can't see it, so I actually need to grab my dice.
I'm just glad there's not much in this place.
Okay, well, while he's
What's your
doing
demolition? Logic plus demolition?
My logic plus my demolitions. Logic is going to be, I think, 4. And then my demolitions is 5.
Woohoo! And your mental limit?
What?
Mental limit is going to be 5.
Okay. So you think that you're trying to bring the entire place down, right? It's a pretty simple house in terms of, structure. There are a few retaining walls in the center house, and then the load is distributed pretty evenly around the outside walls as well. So, for some strategically placed, quickly sprayed on the walls in the right places, you could probably spend 2 minutes running around the house, maybe 3, and you could probably bring it down with only about... I'd say probably only 5 kilos of judiciously placed explosives.
Okay. Let's make it happen then. I'm going to do that while they get things ready. I'm going to ask one of them to pull the van into the front first, though.
Okay, so basically you run around, and each kilo is effectively a shaving foam bottle. And as you go up to the wall, you spray it, and like shaving foam, it goes to the wall and then hardens a little bit. Kind of like insulation foam does if you use that out of a gun. And it hardens a little bit and turns into this kind of semi-tacky solid, and you spray that over all the
Do I see
walls.
icons for any Lone Star vehicles outside?
Yes, there are in fact 2 Lone Star vehicles outside.
Have you got a siphon? Well, you're just going to blow this up, but is that stuff
You
gonna
would know
burn, or
that
is it
cars
just gonna
most of
blow?
these days are electricity based.
Oh, electricity. Okay, sorry.
Some cars, very rare, older throwbacks do use petrol, but not many.
Have they got
well-
anything in the trunks? Any guns? Do I see any icons like in the trunks and things like
Because it's you, and you can basically go, oh, every 1 second
Yeah.
I'm going to try and... You can pop both the boots by effectively just jimmying them, brute forcing over the matrix. Pop, pop. There's a shotgun in each trunk.
that? Okay, I make sure that there's no wireless turned on. I grab the shotgun and I add that to our loot. So 2 shotguns. Yeah.
In which
How
case...
are you not having? How are you not having flashbacks of finding the shotgun in the trunk and having it go off?
You get 2 Cavalier Falchion shotguns.
So while this is going on, I'm going to, while Blowback's setting up the explosives, I'm going to go into Hog's bathroom and pick up his hair care products, first off, and his toothbrush and basically anything like that he would have used. Just because I don't want anything that's going to even remotely survive that can give someone
Identify
a tag
us.
on him.
Yeah.
Have we pulled Mr. Eyeballs back into the van yet?
That will be on you. I think you're
All right,
the
I'll grab Eyeballs after I'm done with the cop.
Okay, so about 6 minutes have elapsed.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
Just to check, did you drag the other cop that we're not going to kill out into the front yard? That is the Pug. Sorry, I shouldn't have said you.
Sorry, what?
Did you drag the cop that we're not taking with us, the still alive one, out into the front yard?
Nope.
All right, well, I'm going to try. And I'll probably take, 5 minutes when Pug would have
Roll
taken
strength and body.
It's going to be a long time. And I'll still stay here trying to do it.
Invoke your Shia LaBeouf. You can do it. Just do it!
Oh, no.
Whoa, what happened?
Yeah, that was very bizarre.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I literally can't. I've got 3 modifier, like wound modifier.
Oh yeah. You literally
yeah.
try and pick him up, and then you suddenly feel faint, like you almost like you're gonna pass out, and you just have to stop. You can't.
Yeah, I had no dice.
And there's no
I'm
way
gonna
you
forward
can
to Pug to go
move
get our
him.
Decker, go get our Technomancer.
Oh god
we're now
damn it!
pushing
All
8
right.
minutes.
Either
Hopefully
go
I've
get him or
loaded-
just drag the guy out in the front yard. I don't care which.
I'm just gonna go grab
Make
Pseudo,
perception
cop.
checks, everybody.
Shit.
Right.
Okay, Pseudo.
What is this? Well, it wouldn't matter anyway what the limit was, but 1 success.
Does that include the move? Yeah, so, okay. Pug, you hear, faintly in the distance, sirens.
Yeah, we gotta go like now.
God damn it! Let's
On 3
go.
minutes ago.
Grab Pseudo. Get in the car. Go.
Yep.
Okay.
We all in the van now? Have we agreed to be in the van?
Yes,
I'm in the fucking van. I got
There's
2 guys
literally
in the
nothing I
back.
can do to stop Pug.
I got two
Literally
guys in the
grabs
back
and
with all the damn cleaning products back there. Close the back doors. You guys get in the front. Let's go.
Peel the fuck out. Let's go. I'm out. So we take off out of the garage with everybody in. Everything's on a wireless detonator. I'm
I
gonna
signed
hand.
both bit and bite. Again, the exact same thing: stability and diagnostics on the van.
Cool.
Okay.
Can we get a European siren from EE?
And you peel out of the front. And the garage door wasn't actually up all the way. It was up, just above, windscreen of the van, but it still clips the top. And there's this shearing sound of metal as part of the front garage door just peels off. And out, handbrake, turn into the street, and you go off down the street. Do you detonate it as soon as you're out of the blast range?
Just to confirm something, when Splat was in the back of the van, and he was mentioning that he could pick up his guns and stuff like that, the guns are still in the back of the van, aren't they?
Yeah, I was in the process of getting ready. I was cleaning them out to go take it to Lil Raj, but it seems like they got me right as I declared that action.
Yeah. So, are you detonating?
Part of me wants to wait until the cops get there and then detonate it so that they have to worry about wounded, and that'll just, call them off our
You
trail
can
and we'll
set
be
the
good.
detonators to motion sensitive.
Yeah, let's make it motion sensitive for when their cars pull up. I don't want them in the building, but when they pull up, it's going to blow, so they got bigger shit to worry about.
It's gonna be a news van first.
So, effectively, they're wireless with a motion sensor, unless you want the wireless off specifically. So you can always
Yeah,
override
that's
it.
fine.
Okay.
And I want it with a hard
you
trigger
notice
still, just
then
in case.
He is setting the detonators to motion sensitive and wireless. Okay. And you peel off down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way that I can perceive how close the cops are
Not
getting to the
really.
house?
You don't really have a view on the street.
That's fine.
The sensors don't have a camera in them so easily, and you didn't place any
That's
RFID tags. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a minute to use 2 more of our zip ties on El Police Officero.
Actually, medium house. Instead of having a viewing port in the door, it would have a camera on the outside, and it would have a view screen. So yeah, you can actually log into Shen's Pug's house, and you can actually see from the front door. It's very limited. It's a narrow field of view, but you can see from that.
Okay, I'll be watching through the front door.
Okay, blowback. I will require you to make a driving test, intuition plus driving, to be able to just quickly try and evade into the streets. And I'll
Here's
give
the
you a
gremlins for you.
plus.
Sorry, the diagnostics rather.
Yes, the diagnostics will give you 6 hits. Yeah, that's
Damn.
a lot. 5 hits. You quickly peel off, going down sort of these back roads, in between the main roads, and Pseudo, you notice 4 cars screech to a halt in front of the house. Doors open. Cops quickly get into ready position on the doors. A couple of them start walking up. All of them start swarming up towards the door of the house.
Okay, before they get too
Well,
close.
the motion sensor was supposed to go off when the car pulled up in front, so...
They don't have that long a range, the motion sensors.
Oh, they don't? Okay.
No, they're only very small
Well, then I
things.
detonate... right when they pull up.
Okay, so they pull up, they get out, get to the door of their car, and they go to stand up, and you rolled your mental limit, by the way, on the test for the detonation. So you got 5 hits. Anything less than 3 would have resulted in you getting too much or too little explosive. You did not glitch. So what happens is you've got the exact right amount. Every single wall in the house you spray this on goes outwards. The remaining few walls in the house that aren't instantly destroyed just crumble quickly, and the entire house goes as the entire thing just falls straight downwards. No tumbling sideways. The walls that are blown out do blow out to the side in a spectacular hail of brick and mortar, and all the police officers dive for cover, which you don't really see as the door flies forwards, the wireless signal suddenly lost, and you don't really have a view anymore. The last view you have is sort of this suddenly tumbling towards the cars.
How many meters away are we at this point?
Real estate and orbital
probably
is
like a few hundred meters
falling
away.
down.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta get my catchphrases in.
You didn't even say
I was gonna go with real estate in this area is really blowing up, but it could go either way.
I would have gone with it looks like the housing bubble is bursting. But yeah, okay. So you get away. You spend the next couple of hours just jinking through back streets, trying to make sure that no one's following you and that nothing's particularly going down. Yeah, you seem to not be being
while we're
followed.
spending that time moving, I'm searching the news feeds, forums on the Matrix for any note, any discussion about the fact the house exploded.
Oh yeah,
in that little place.
Yeah, you
Good.
find
That's
a lot of there's quite a lot of breaking news reports that there's been an explosion and a house has been leveled, and there's evidence that officers were involved and there might be casualties for Lone Star. And then it comes in that the Lone Star say they've got 4 officers missing. They're going to be doing a bomb clearance of the debris. And there's a lot of people speculating about what it is. The official line at the moment is it's a police operation and no further information at this time.
Okay.
Pseudo, if you can, keep an eye out for warrants with our faces on them. I think every single one of those guys was rocking some kind of camera or other observation device, and we need to know, like, instantaneously if we need to go to ground and just come up with a different plan. I don't care how much we have to spend or what we have to do, but this is it.
You did put the
Rock
cop in the
me
back
hard
of the van,
place.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, the cop comes to
I
consciousness.
was literally just going to say something about this. Damn it.
I throw the tag sweeper in the back and I say sweep him.
I've already got him. I've already got his hands and feet tied, so sure, I'll sweep him.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to try and get out of that.
I'm in the back. Yes, because Pseudo's always in the front.
Yep.
And
He
I'm
doesn't
going to point my
manage to
gun
get
at
through the
him.
ties.
I'm going to point my gun at him and say, "Don't fucking move."
What the motherfucker. He just stares at you.
Yeah, get it out of that rat. This is all you, Caber. We need to know what's going on.
Looking back over
Time
all
to
the,
sweet
all the
talk,
things
Mr.
in the
Elf
back
Man.
of the in the back of the van. Are there any just bloodied rags or non-contaminated rags, or of all of the rags in the back of the van just covered in bleach?
You never
Or
refilled
whatever.
the van, so I assume any rags in the back of the van would have already been used, and all the rest got disposed of. So there is no rags in the back of the van right now.
Okay.
We can pick some up.
Well, I'm going to get my mask that still should be in the van since it wasn't cleaned out, and I'm going to put it on.
Okay. You are in the passenger seat, correct?
Yes.
You are currently driving around in a van with no side windows, with the person in the passenger seat wearing a ballistic mask.
I'm going to call Raj as well once we get a chance.
Okay.
Okay, Kaber, you doing anything with the guy in the back of the van?
I'm going to ask him. I'm going to say, "Why did you hit the house?" Because you better fucking tell me, or I'll shoot you.
Make an intimidation check. And no, you don't get first impressions.
Any other modifiers?
Yeah. Let's go through them. There's a few.
We should get something here. We just wiped out a lot of shit. We are scary dudes.
Social
We don't
Well,
show
all
up on
this guy-
Interpol.
All
I'll
this
be
guy
surprised.
remembers is he tried to shock Pseudo in the neck, and then he fell over and he got shocked himself. That's all he
Enemy,
remembers.
-4. But intimidation. Are you physically imposing? Pug's on your side. You can have a +3 for
Teamwork
Pug.
test.
Because Pug, you get a +3.
Yeah, lean in and growl.
Pug.
Get next to his face, just like a xenomorph.
Characters outnumber the subjects. +2. Character wielding obvious weapon or magic. +2. Character is causing or has caused subject physical pain / torture. He wouldn't correct that directly with you so much, so no, I won't give you that one.
Can I kick
So
him in
you're
the
on
face first?
Subject outnumber blah 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 blah. Subject is so oblivious to danger doesn't think character try something so stupid. No, he does think you try something so stupid. You get a +3 in total.
Wow.
We just
We
blew up
really
the entire neighborhood.
You really need to get an intimidation thing there.
Oh, why is it only 3?
You can compel truth. You got magic.
Oh wait, do I give this a go? Alright, let's go with that then.
Well, you do take your wound modifiers, remember?
Yep, that's on. That's on it.
So he's going to resist with willpower plus charisma, which, because he's a Lone Star Grunt, is not too bad, but he takes some wound modifiers, so... Okay. Well, just don't shoot me, mate. What? We had an astral mage follow the signature of some of the blood you left at the scene of the last place, and we then confirmed your location by tracking your sins and your comlinks. Just don't shoot me, please. I've got a wife and kids. I'm just gonna let you buy hits. He's lying. He doesn't have a wife and kids.
Yeah, I was I want to do a matrix search. This is like my RoboCop moment. You lied. You don't have a wife and kids, but I do. I don't. But you know, I'm just pushing that information straight to Kaba.
You're breaking up quite a lot there.
Oh, sorry. There's nothing I can do. I don't know what it's doing.
You sure Windows hasn't done it?
Windows might have done it. I don't know.
Check the sound level on your microphone in Windows then, if you haven't checked that one, because that does get changed.
Yeah, you might have boost turned on at Windows.
Yeah.
Oh, could be.
Windows is a
Skype
little-
pushed an update recently, which Skype takes direct control of your microphone level and overrides Windows. You can't tell it not to, because, you know, that's a great thing Microsoft should do, you know? They should override their own system.
Hashtag blame Windows.
Check that.
How's that sound?
Well, gents, it sounds like
much
we just
better.
fucked up then.
I've got your -8 decibels, so I need to raise it, but that possibly sounds a lot better.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Avac. Let's get the volume right.
No.
He's just tired.
I just
Got nothing left.
Yeah.
Well, if it was basic law enforcement that brought them all down on us, that eliminates anything sinister. We just fucked up. We slipped.
Right. So this guy is he shocked me. I've got my mask on. I'm gonna climb out from the seat and I'm gonna go around. And he has no kids, yeah? And he's currently being held by Pug.
Cabe hasn't told you that.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I could hear
Oh, yeah.
Pug trying to restrain him because he tried to struggle against it.
Yeah, but you don't know that he doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Well, I would have said it straight to him. I was like, you haven't got a kid, you're talking shit.
No, I do. Her name is,
Pistol whip.
Janet.
Yeah, pull the other
Who's gonna
one.
fuck you, you ugly prick? You ain't got no kids.
Has he got any kind of like identification on him? Like
Yeah, his sin is still broadcasting off the comlink if you want to turn it on. But you would have recorded it on your matrix justness.
my matrix.
Well, you do basically everything you see that's just data, you can just temporarily store in your comlink and have a log of the connections it's made.
Okay.
And so you can look through the connections and you'll find that he is a cop, you get his full name and ID number.
Okay. Can I do a quick matrix search on who he is? Like just looking for data, like social networking sites.
That would be an
searching for-
extended 1 hour interval test. So bear in mind that you can do it, but remember it is 1 hour intervals.
Okay. All right, I'll just sit down and I will start doing a matrix search on who he is. So
Let me out. I won't tell him I saw you. I ain't seen your faces. And he tries looking away from you, Kaber, and then looks directly at Pug because Pug's on the other side of him. Is like,
just give him to the fucking
I see
Mori.
nothing.
Fuck it.
Success is on the first roll.
okay.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna go and see the Russians for a while. What do you want to do with this guy? Like,
I can call Raj and I can see if we can lay low there. If nothing else, he's a criminal, which means he ain't gonna work with the police just like I won't. If we go back, I got days spent with that boy.
you think?
Kaber, you notice that he is trying to look like he's hiding, but he is listening intently. You can see him just about motioning as he tries to listen in and remember these things.
He gotta go now. He heard Raj's name. He's a fucking loose end. Sorry, pal. You are a quickly burning fuse.
Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I've got so much to live for. I won't tell anyone. I can get you access to the armory at the station. You need some guns, yeah? You look like you've gun runners. He looks around at the guns just scattered all over the floor. Like there is the body of a dwarf next to him, and everyone is piled in guns right now.
Yeah,
Let's walk right into a police station. Let's go do that. Fuck.
I'm gonna reach out. I'm just gonna say, you've seen too much. I'm gonna reach for his eyes. Would I be able to put my hand on his face right now?
You need to make an opposed grapple check. If you just want to
Isn't
touch.
Pug grappling him? Yeah, I'm just trying to touch his face.
Okay, Pug holds him down, and you can touch his face.
Okay, I'm gonna
No,
discharge
please,
my
no.
shock gloves into his face.
Okay, he instantly goes unconscious because it just takes 1 point of stun to do that. Pug, you're currently holding him down. Please resist the shock gloves.
Would it really travel through his whole body?
I would say he'll have to resist half the shock gloves because he's not the direct path.
What's the strength?
The shock gloves are. Bring these up.
I thought when we kill him, we could leave the Yakuza sword buried in him wherever he's dumped.
8
It's
stun
more
damage,
chaff
6
in the air. I mean, fuck it. More smoke screens we put down.
And is this
Very
resistant?
good
Is this
idea.
willpower or is this body? It's shock damage. What
Body
is it?
plus armor. You still haven't put your armor on, actually, so it's just body. Plus, the +1 armor you've got from your dermal armor.
Can we make an example of this guy?
Yeah,
when
so
we
you
kill him?
take some damage from that, I'm afraid.
Darn
stun
it.
damage out of the
2 points?
Yeah, because you said
Yeah,
resist
half.
4 stun damage.
Yeah,
and
so yeah,
half
you
of that
take
was-
2 points of stun damage as you feel some electricity course up your hands and you quickly let go of the guy.
Damn it, Pseudo!
Well, he's not listening in anymore.
Fuck.
I mean,
He's gotta
Caleb
go.
was literally there just saying, "Oh, the Russians. This guy."
I was planning on
can't
killing
be
him
allowed to
anyway.
live anymore."
Like,
Fine.
It's funny because I was gonna push a message like, let's just kill him anyways.
Yeah.
Just pop up on everybody's
Okay,
like,
so
this
Blow-
guy's seen all of
Blowback,
his,
you would
like,
know
he's not
from
living.
previous experience of this sort of thing that currently you are driving around in a van with license plates and the van ID, which gets broadcast as you drive around. You might want to not be driving around. You probably know that. And also, the guy did mention you were broadcasting your sins.
So we need new identities too. I was using a fake one, so I'm pretty good to go.
Yeah. Same
Yeah, you're all
the one that I
broadcasting
used in
fake ones, but
Yakuza.
yes.
So what do we have to do to ditch a fake sin? Do we just declare it ditched?
Yeah. You just scrub
Yeah,
it.
cleared it burnt, yeah.
Okay.
So is everyone burning the sins that they had at the Yakuza place? Okay.
Yeah, we have
Please
to.
revert to your backup sins if you have them. Or if you don't have any more backup sins, that either means you're going completely sinless, or you're using your real sin if you have a real sin.
I'm sinless right now. I guess I gotta declare
Sinless
it.
too.
I have got a backup sin.
Bug?
Mine was a really, really good fake identity, so I didn't have much more money left.
Yeah, I'm on a backup sin. It's just a crappy one.
Good. So no one's broadcasting a true sin right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we do about the people with no sins? How do you actually do anything with them?
They have issues. If they try and go somewhere where a sin is effectively required, the police scan them, detect no sin, they'll pull them over. Also, anything that tries to then do a background search on you will go, you're not broadcasting us in. And A, you won't get tailored data, and B, they might then prompt the police files. If the police are around and can be bothered.
So Raj sounds good about now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, Pug, please mark off your lifestyle, or your secondary lifestyle, as it is now rubble.
I'm sad.
Hey, at least you don't need to pay this month's rent.
Yay! Bright sides.
Okay.
Let me call Raj, I guess.
Oh, wait, mate.
So tempted
how
to
you
push
doing?
Kate out the
It's
back
been a
of the
while.
van.
Right. I did some calling around for you. I was actually just going to call you back in about half an hour to finish this current job I got in. I got a lady blotting this lovely little bling car. I was just going to do it over, put some little decals on the inside, had a bit of a rough day. Thought I might as well, expand upon it. But anyway, yeah, how you doing, mate? I've got Dr. Jones' number if you want it.
Yeah. I'll get the number in just a minute. Let me talk to you real fast, though, dude. Let me talk. I got problems right now.
Dude, you're using your scared voice. I heard that in the cells before. You said that someone wanted to shiv you one time and you were worried. And I mean, mate, you don't want to get scared easy, but what the fuck is going down?
I'm not gonna lie to you, because we go back, man. I'm in my underwear, and Lone Star is chasing us right now. We have major issues. We just dished a bunch of dirty sins.
Frank,
we need
man, you've
someplace
had
to
that
lay
happen
low.
before, but why are you in your underwear?
I can explain better in person.
His interest.
Yeah, it ain't nothing you ain't seen before, anyways.
I mean, that's true, but
Lone Star got the jump on us at a location when I was busy in the shower. We gotta lay low somewhere because they're on us. And if you don't want to do this, I totally understand, man. But we just need somewhere to park the van and get the fuck off the road for a couple of days.
mate, I'd do anything for you. Bring the van over. I've actually got, you know what, tell it. I've got a second garage. You can bring the van to. Where are you at the moment?
Right now we're coming out of Orbital, man.
Alright, I got a storage unit out on East Road, just on the outside of London. If you want to drop it off there, and he sends you an AR tag for a GPS location.
Yeah, bro.
Got a storage unit out there. Keep all the old chopped up vehicles, bits and bobs. Some of the runners, some of the fix me uppers. If you want to drop it off there, I'll meet you over there. I'll also bring some kit or whatever, and I'll give you a quick spray down. I'll bring whatever's to hand. Quick shit. Okay, right.
Cool.
Right, Derek, I'm going up for a while. Right. Yeah, I'll meet you over there. You owe me one, mate. But
yeah, golden.
We'll fix this out. Don't worry about it.
I owe you big, amigo. Thanks. All right, gents. I'm gonna let everybody know. My boy said he's got a storage unit out on the edge of town. We can sprint on out to the east side, and he'll let us store the van there. That gives us an operating theater. He's gonna come over. He's gonna mess with the van. We're gonna fix as much of this as we can, but we're definitely gonna owe my buddy Raj. We can't go back. Me and him are like besties, so we can't fuck this up. So whatever it takes, we just got to keep on his good side. This is personal for me.
You got another house back there somewhere?
I think we're just gonna be chilling in a storage unit, to be honest.
I don't think we should all be together.
You think we should split it up?
Well, look,
We can ditch the elf.
We're a bigger target if we're all together. Maybe not literally solo, but right now, unless you got somewhere good to go to ground, we're just gonna make wherever we are a bigger target.
My thought is that if we can get the van at least semi-tailored up and cleaned up, changed around, new plates, new VINs, whatever, new wireless signatures, that'll be our mobile home for a little bit. I mean, it's gonna suck, but how many options do we have right now that don't suck?
Yeah.
We really need to find whatever DNA Lone Star have on us. Like, that needs wrecked. Otherwise, it's just going to keep happening.
Any sample, it depends on how much sample they have, but you know from your magical background that one sample is used for a location ritual and then is used up. It turns into ash afterwards. It depends how much blood was given off and how much they could scrape together. You did see Pug's wound. It wasn't massively deep. You would suspect that they couldn't get any more than maybe one or possibly, and at push, two rituals from that. But normally it would be just the one for the location ritual unless they need backups.
Cop has also got to go, guys. I can't take him to Raj's place. Like, he can't be there. He's got to go now.
You seen my face? He's heard what Cable was saying about the Russians. Yeah, the name of Raj.
Pug, you want to snap that guy off like a fucking champagne cork for us real fast? That's it. It's harsh to say, but he's got to go. I can't bring this down on Raj. We're already putting him at risk already, and a cop being there. He might be broadcasting any fucking who knows what, you know?
Or where are we going to ditch the body?
Anything?
Fucking just throw him out the back with the Yakuza sword buried in him.
Is he broadcasting anything?
You nicked all his wireless gear.
Yeah. So he's clean. I was just wondering if I can sense anything else that's on him that's broadcasting, but...
I like that idea. Let's stop somewhere real quick. Just drop him out and shove the sword through him because we don't want that sword with us anyway. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You notice that from all the strain and the stress and the fact he's been electrocuted pretty hard, and then dumped in the van. He has currently actually got a broken nose, and then from being shocked in the face, kind of hit his head pretty hard. There's sort of a little bit of blood from the back of his head. He is still breathing, you can see, but he has got a little bit of blood, and the dwarf, from being roughly handled, is also a little bit bleeding, not much, from the pretty rough treatment of wounds that were better bound and kept still.
Don't we owe the Irish a body?
We owe them a dwarf.
That's true.
Yeah.
This guy's human.
That's true. Never mind.
Dump it.
Yep.
All right, let's get him outside then. Is there some place we can stop real quick for like 30 seconds?
I would like Kaba and Pug to make perception checks.
Oh.
I'm going to make a London knowledge check for locations where they overlap between Yakuza and Lone Star law enforcement in terms of territories and ranges.
Entire of the Yakuza territory, actually. You would know that off the top of your head.
Okay.
Kaba?
And do I need to...
You notice that the bruising around the broken nose on the Lone Star officer is getting a little bit less.
Guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but this guy is healing.
Fuck.
This...
You think, Pseudo, that those little bots could make the jump in between individuals? Or whatever the shit that is?
Talking about nanites, I don't know anything. We didn't have enough time.
Could it have jumped to us? Shit.
I don't know. I didn't have enough time. I was trying to get some answers.
No. I mean, on one hand, this is going to be awesome because we're going to super heal, but on the other hand, this is going to suck.
We just rip this guy's fucking head off or something. Like, just make sure he's dead. I want him dead as dicks.
You said you wanted to leave a message. Leave it in parts.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm on board with whatever people want to do. I'm in panic mode right now.
Whatever we do, we need to do it quickly.
We need to get him out of the van.
Yeah,
we need to stop somewhere, dump him, and put the sword in him.
London knowledge check for
did you communicate your plan? Did you communicate your plan to drop him somewhere which is basically Lone Star territory and then leave the sword in him?
Sure, I will let that now if I haven't.
Okay. Well, I'm down with that plan because Lone Star might jump to the conclusion that we're working for the Yaks.
Yep, definitely.
The Yaks are... I don't know. I don't really care. Let's just do it all quickly.
Yep, let's do it.
You forgot an alley for us?
Yeah, do I need to London check that for like a really, really good alley to ditch the body?
Sure, go for it. Make it.
All right.
One would say
we're
roll for
it. Roll for it! We've got... this might go badly, but it might go well. I got a decent amount of dice. I'm going to edge that.
Okay. 2 net successes. That was an incredibly useful edge roll right there. There are a couple of alleys you think you could use. One of them you remember you would like kind of drunk wandering your way home after being at a pub, and you remember pissing in this alley, and it looked pretty dark.
Fantastic.
Okay. So I'm going to pull up to the alley, and I'm going to use the van to block the alley from that one side so nobody can see it. And he needs to be dead inside the car, and we'll just throw him out with the sword in him and get back in, and it'll be 10 seconds flat. Done. Quick.
If we do that, we're going to get blood all over the car, though. And clean up garages, I guess.
Blast him out, I guess, either take a silencer and blast him outside the car, cut his head off, whatever we're going to do. but remember that he's healing now, so just like the dwarf is, we got problems. I think
I
a
assume I can-
decapitation's in order.
I assume I can manhandle him out of the car by now.
You roll him
Let's
out
get
the
him out of the
car.
car.
He lands on
All
the
right.
ground.
And pick up the motherfucking sword, and I
Okay.
can cut his head off. What I
So
roll
you
for
turn
this?
around to pick up the sword. You're kind of blocking the view, so driver's side.
Uh-oh.
So Pseudo, Pug, Kaber, make surprise checks.
Uh-oh.
Oh, does
Sorry
that
to
have
have to
those
ask this
floaty
again.
things in it?
What are the dice?
Reaction,
surprise
intuition.
checks? Reaction, intuition.
Remember, wound
that's
modifiers count. Kaber 1, you were surprised.
I'm always surprised.
How do wound modifiers affect this? They just remove dice
Yeah.
from the dice pool?
Nope. Pug? 2.
I already rolled 2.
Okay. Nope. You're all surprised, and you kind of fumble with the sword, and you turn around as you hear footsteps behind you, and you notice that he has got up, and he has legged it around the side of the van,
You're kidding me.
jumps up on top of the van, and is heading off. You can't really see from where you are.
How has he legged it? He's got ties on his arms and legs.
He's tied up.
You see on the ground that he's burst the ties. You can do it if you're strong. Ties aren't advised for non-human or elves for that reason. But a very strong human could. He didn't look like he was strong enough to do it, really, but...
I'm gonna run him down with the car.
Okay. Make a driving attack, I guess, which would just still be reaction plus
Remember the
groundcraft.
6 die because you're using the car.
Okay.
6 extra die from the diagnostic.
Ooh, yeah, that's good stuff right there.
He's going to do something. He's going to then try and dodge. You hit him. You roll over the top of the body, both wheels.
Am I still outside?
I'm gonna
with the
back
sword?
over him again too. I'm gonna back over him again.
Okay, now bear in mind you are doing this in a street. It's a side street, but it's a street.
Am I still
That's
outside
quick.
with the
That's like
sword?
Get a gun
seconds.
and shoot him now.
Right, can I, like, just after we've just ran over him, can I just tell fucking Blowback to stop? And I'll just finish this?
Yeah, I backed over again. I'm just gonna stop him. You guys can finish him off however you want.
I'm
Stick the
chasing
sword
after
and
the
get
damn
fuck
car.
out of here.
Okay, sure. Kaber, you get out.
Well, I'm gonna pick up one of the swords that's in the car.
There's
We've
only...
got the
Oh yeah, they've all
we've got the 3 samurai
wakizashis.
swords.
No, you've got one
Yeah.
katana and you've got 3 wakizashis.
Yeah, we got the yeah, them.
Get him with the whack as that, but make sure
So,
you spray
yeah,
it with
I'm
bleach
gonna-
first. With one of the
I'm
squirty
gonna pick
bottles.
one of them up.
And
I'm gonna try and attack him with it.
you stab him. He's
Are you
unmoving.
trying to stab or cut it?
Put it through his brain like a zombie.
Yeah,
Well-
just a stab.
Okay, you stab it through his head. He's unmoving.
All right, back in the car. Let's
the,
go.
the skull
Hug.
cracks under the front of the blade and
Hug,
it
just-
sinks in.
Just take a sword or something and cut his head off.
Dude, you drove away from me. I'm trying to follow you guys.
What's going on down there?
Ah,
Grab
get him,
your
man!
pipe, just grab
I'm
the
gonna-
Wakazaki, cut his head off, and throw it away, and get in the car.
Cut whose
Get
head
back
Yes.
off?
Van.
I'm calling the cops.
Go ahead, cut the head off. Go on. I'm gonna get in the car by now. Finish it, Kaber.
We already stabbed him in his brain. I don't think. we
Yeah,
have to
like
worry
I'm
about it too
leaving.
much.
I'm going.
All
I'm
right.
off.
Well, I'm gonna make sure we drop the sword next to him.
Well, if we leave the Wakazashi, yeah.
Well, that's not the one we have to worry about.
Okay, so you drop the katana out the door. Okay, what were the other 2 wakazashis?
The other two still in the van.
Okay, you close the door. You speed off.
Yep, off to Raj's.
Okay.
It's like a terrible Coen Brothers movie. Shit just keeps going wrong.
A few minutes later, you do hear sirens in the distance. They don't seem to get any closer. And you pull up to effectively a load of storage units. Big doors meant to accept possibly lorries into them. And you see furtively standing out front is possibly one of the most blinged out orcs you have ever seen. He's a little bit short for an orc, wearing this big sort of white, way too big for him t-shirt, like gold chain, like really like bleached blonde hair. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Bring it in. In the door.
All right, so I pull the van on in and park it.
Okay. You pull up. You notice that around you are a very weird collection of cars, lorries, and even like a couple of motorbikes here and there, all sort of in various states have been taken apart, ranging from quite a few that are just obviously like banged up, like knackered, like I'm nicking the parts of them, to there's even like one which is a fairly reasonable sports car. One of the older Euro car models. But yeah, you pull up, and noticing the blood on the back of your van now, wow, the Raj voice really takes it out of me. The Raj goes, "Oi, fuck, Kabo, what the hell did you bring here, mate? You've got blood all over the back. Quick!" And he gets a spray and a rag and quickly starts off on it. Door.
So since Raj and I go back, I'm just gonna level with him once we get a little bit of private time. He and I just shooting the shit so that he knows like the seriousness of the situation. He's not gonna roll on me. Like he and I go way back, so I feel like his loyalty's good enough. I don't know what you guys want to do. I'm not gonna make this apparent to all of you, but like this is all out of character stuff. I'm just gonna level with him, and because that's the only way he's gonna really know how to...
You took on the fucking pigs. I don't know why it's suddenly slightly Irish. I don't know. Obviously, I need to do more chav. But yeah. He accepts what you say. He's skeptical, but you get the feeling you owe him one.
Oh, I definitely owe him one. Absolutely. So, buddy, you got any place where we're going to leave the van here? What's the plan from here on out? Like, what are you going to do with the van, just so I can clear that in my head, and we'll decide. You want us out of your hair? If you just want the van here and you want us to bail, we can make that happen, man. I don't want to bring anything down on you. I know it seems fucked already, and I appreciate you letting us come out here. But
no, mate, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. I mean, you know, this is actually like, not even connected technically to me chop shop. Like, no one's got any idea around here. Just let it cash. It's all fine. Cred sticks. Good stuff. Like, you should be fine. If you want to crash, you've got a tiny little kitchen out back. I mean, it's pretty much just a microwave and a fridge, but, you know, you should be fine there. There's even, like, a little soy calf dispenser. I mean, in terms of beds, there's, like, a couple of old mattresses in the back. If you want to get them out, I'll let you crash here for a few days if you need to. I'll spray the van for you. I'm afraid all I had was whatever was in the spray can at the time. It is kind of... You're not going to like it. And you notice that it's pink.
It's all good, man. I got no room to complain right now. I would. Thanks for doing this for us, man. I appreciate it. And you let me know. You ever see a car you need nicked or you need anything taken care of?
I actually
hit me up, man. You know I'm good
something
for
that
it.
might be worth your while.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
I mean, if you're looking for some Noyan,
I like money, and I might need it to pay you. So let's find out. Yeah, let's hear this.
Yeah, all right. Get your friends around. And I'll give you a bit of a lowdown.
Sure. I'm gonna forward everybody a message saying to meet up with me and Raj in the kitchen in the back.
To the kitchen we go.
Okay, the kitchen is pretty small. It's basically like a large closet that's been turned into a temporary kitchen. Pug is kind of muscled in, trying to fit under like one of the lower hanging cupboards there, and everyone else is feeling very uncomfortable.
No, I'm not going to stand in. I'm just going to stand on the other side of the open door because I'm not getting in there. It's just dumb.
Okay. Right. So, there's have you ever heard of underground boxing wrestling stuff, right? You like put a little bit of money down these kind of things? Well, there's one that's sort of like going legit at the moment, right? Over in the, you know, a bit west of here, back a bit way towards West Ham and all that. And, you know, I heard some people talking the other day about how one of the up-and-comers might be better if, you know, they didn't win.
Are we talking about they didn't win busted legs? Or are we talking about convince them not to win with money?
Well,
is that open to
I had to
discussion?
talk to a mate about it. I was talking about it, and we were like finting, and we were actually like, well, what if we could take them out of the running permanently, but not so to injure them? What if they failed a doping test, right? See, this is where it comes in really clever, because they ain't even injured, and they can go back to fighting in the certain leagues where, you know, they're allowed to do all the drugs and shit. But in this league, right, they're going legit, and drugs are meant to be banned. You can have cyberware, you can have added powers, no magic though, right? No magic shit, right? Nobody likes them mages, right? That's not allowed. But what if, right? They failed the doping test, and then they had to go into the lower leagues and fight in the other stuff, and that way, you know, get a little bit of money from whoever wants to sign them into a certain other league. They can also get dropped out, and you know, that might be interesting, and they won't be able to compete, and we can get some payoff from a few people who want to pick up the fight for cheaps, right?
Whatever you need, man. I'm not. I'll do whatever you need, man. You help me out big time, and you know we go back.
No, it's okay. You still owe me that one. Don't worry, you're not getting off that easy. But this guy was, you know, he was wanting to pay serious Noin, right? And he looks over at you then. You could probably use a Noin right now, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
We was
We're in a bit of a hard place right
Noin,
now.
Right? So he was saying that if you can manage to like get this guy and dope him up, and no one like finds out what's going down, right? Because this is important, right? He fails his dope test. Talking, I mean, your cut for you guys, probably about 10k. Pretty easy job. Just slip him in a little bit of a Mickey, and you're out of there, right?
What do you think, boys?
I don't know shit about faking dope tests.
I mean, it'd be as easy as throwing that motherfucker a water bottle after a fight or some shit, you know? You never know. We'll come up with something.
I mean, the thing is, right, the final of the lower leagues for the MMA CA is, like, I'm afraid it's, like, the night after tomorrow, mate. So it's a little bit short notice.
So he gotta fail quick.
Yeah, but if he fails... This pug, right, you've heard about him before. Hey.
Yeah, that's him. The legend.
How good are you in a fight?
Terrible. I lose to this elf, this wimp.
Well, that's a shame, because I was wondering, like, on the side, we can make a bit of money ourselves, right? We enter an unknown as his replacement. If you can, you know, quickly offer yourself as a replacement last minute when he fails the dope test, right? They take the replacement on just because they've got a contract to fulfill, and they've got to have someone in the ring. Then, we bet on you. Really good odds, because you're complete unknown. Maybe an outside chance you win, right?
What type of opponent is it? Do you know?
Yeah, let me just check. Right, so the guy meant to be doping is Tiny Phillips, right? He's a troll, you know, pretty much slated to win. He's a favorite for the finals, and he's going up against KO Aris, who's another orc. I mean, you know,
probably handle an orc.
She's reasonable, but she ain't any tiny, right? As far as I'm aware, like, she's, like, all cybered up and stuff, like, you know, she's not the most accurate, but she hits pretty hard.
Punch her in the boob, you'll be fine. Come on, Pug.
How much money would that be if it's 10k for failing the dope test? How much would it be for helping you out with this fight?
I mean, you know, I'm just saying, this is between us, right? We put money on the bets, right? And if you win, we'll get some, like, you know, good odds, right? We'll probably get money back. It's pretty good cash, right? Proper,
so
you know, well dodged, right?
On that bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be down for a couple thousand on good odds, so.
Yep.
I mean, right.
Sure.
If we get, you know, you guys get a 10k of your cut, I get my cut. We then invest our cut right back, and you win. Well, you know, odds. You know, what if we're talking like, you know, 10 to 1? It's 25k each, right? I mean, you have to win, and we have to get 10 to 1 odds. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but you know, in theory, we can make proper good bling air, right?
I'm on board.
Oh,
I like this plan.
You
yeah,
just blew up my house. What else am I supposed to do? Let's do it.
Oh, that was you. Yeah, I heard all about that. It was blowing up in South London.
You know when shit explodes, it's always me, man. That's what I do. I got an atom bomb tattooed on my neck.
Man,
that's what I
remember
do.
what you did
That's
to
my shit.
the cell door one time. I know that you did.
And that was with blankets and fucking toilet water. You know me.
He sighs, shakes his head, and is like, you know what? I've got this one. Right. So yeah, we do this. You know, 10 grand for dumping this guy, right? And then we get inside. We have a little bit of a look around, see the opponent. You know, and then she loses to you. She's got to be in the ring though, so can't really do any funny business for doping or whatever. Can't, like, you know, unless, you know, you've got a plan to weaken her without it actually being obvious. You know, funny business. And I mean, these guys, it is semi-legit, so there might be police
How cybered
involved.
was she? I ask through the doorway.
What do you say?
How cybered was she?
I don't know. She's pretty cybered. Off the top of my head, she's got some, pretty good stuff. I mean, mostly she's a pretty hardened fighter. I think her background's in wrestling and MMA and stuff.
That shouldn't be a problem then.
I will pull her up. There we go. I mean, I know she's got, like, these proper dermal plates, right? She's got these ceramic plates, like, inserted under her skin, right? So she's got, like, these big, obvious, like, blocks that basically, they take some armor, right?
Well, if you're down for it, Pug.
Yeah, I don't see why not. What the hell else do we have to lose?
Cool. Let's shake on it then. And then, I need to talk to you I need to talk at you, mate. And so,
all right, man, don't worry about it. Right, got some proper cheddar coming in here. You try to shake all your hands. Do you all shake his hand?
Sure.
Okay.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah. All right, guys, give me a minute.
I'm still wearing my gloves, so
I gotta talk at him.
The nice gloves, though.
Mine are just electric gloves. It's fine.
He looks somewhat disappointed at you when you're shaking with gloved hands. But okay. All right, mate. Yeah, let's go in the other room. Right?
All right, man. So we're alone now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. There's a dwarf in the back of that van back there. He's hooked up to some sinister fucking shit. I don't know. You don't know what's going on with him. He got some kind of virus or nanobot shit going on. And just keep your dudes away from him. Like, store him in a fucking closet, lock it up, make sure he's just like... But don't be around him. We've been trying to fucking shake loose of this guy for a while. We feel like there's a payday attached to him or some shit, but I just gotta give you fair warning. This guy is radioactive or nuclear or some shit. He's bad news.
All right, mate. Nanobots, right? I've heard rumors about that. Or people going all weird and nuts and stuff.
Yeah, we don't know, man. We picked him up. We picked up a run with some dudes across town, and this guy was just like collateral, and he's just wound up inside of our van. And shit just keeps getting deeper and deeper, man. Shit keeps getting deeper and deeper. We just don't know what to do with him.
All right, mate. Well, out leave him here. Do what you want with him, but make sure he's properly dialed up and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I'll make sure we keep him sedated and shit. Keep him out of your hair.
All right. Well, if you want any help, whatever, you got my number and stuff, and he quickly, bing, you get the code to effectively the door, so you can wirelessly open the door and lock it. Cool. Just make sure you don't bring the 5.0 here, right? Got some pretty sweet ummers up here.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I think that's all we need for right now. I'm gonna go talk to the team. We'll try and get your situation sorted out with this upstart boxer, see if we can get rid of his ass before the time comes. And then I'll keep you in the loop, all right?
All right, sounds good. Right, have a good mate.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see you later.
Yeah, catch me on the flip side.
Yep, good looking out.
And he leaves.
I'm gonna wire him 500 real fast, just as like a, maybe, 500. Just as a token. But that's from my account. Nobody else needs to know about it.
Okay.
Kaber, what do you...
Hello.
They followed us astrally.
Yeah.
The only person I could remember getting messed up in that was you and Pug. How high are the odds that they're going to be able to follow us through anything else?
Well,
I'm assuming you already related to us that the blood gets used up, but so to clarify, Suda's asking, can they follow us on anything else, or does it need to be blood? Can it be hair? Can it be that sort of stuff? How does this work? I haven't got a clue with magic.
Yep, basically anything that would link to you astrally. Like, they must have had some issue following Pug with all that cyber in him. But yeah. So that's why I grabbed all the Pug's shit out of his house before we left, just in case anything got left that they could follow us with. It didn't seem like there was an awful lot from the looks of Pug's wound that he left, so not sure if they'd be able to do it again, but better safe than sorry, man. We need to get Pug away from this place.
How much
Right,
blood
Caber,
of
here,
that
man.
dwarf was in that shed and everywhere else?
So fucking much.
Enough of it. We may have just caused a major... Hey, Caber, come here. Let me hook you up to a med kit, man.
Alright, thanks.
So I'm hooking Caber up right now with the
Yeah.
extent of checking for... I didn't tell him that. I'm acting like I'm about to heal his wounds.
Make a medicine check. Make a biotech check. And remember, you get to add the medkit's rating.
Okay. Let's see.
While that's going on,
Yeah.
can Pseudo go find like a mirror or something? I'm
There is
assuming
a
like
very
there's like a toilet
crappy
or something.
broken
Yeah?
mirror above the sink in the
Okay.
toilet. Yeah.
Peeling his
Can
collar
I-
back. What does that burn look like that he got from the taser?
Effectively, it looks like a bar with 2 prongs at each end.
Okay.
So it looks sort of like a bit like an eye, like a capital I.
All right. Well, after having checked that, he's going to come back out and say, "Hey, Blowback. One of the Lone Star got me in the neck with a taser. Can that medkit do anything about it?"
Yeah, I can hook you up too. Can I take time on Caber just to make sure? I know I can like buy an hour or something like that, or in the rules to like really thoroughly do that shit.
Sure. Okay, so effectively, if you can roll again with 9, and then again with 8, and then again with 7, and keep going until you get 0 dice, and then tell me the cumulative total. So that includes the first 2. Pseudo, the burn mark is, I'm afraid, stun damage. It's just like effectively the equivalent of a bruise. Like it's not damage to your physicality, but it's something that will just go away with time. Like it can't really do much about it.
Oh, I thought he used the medkit to heal Caber of his stun damage before.
Oh, can you? Yeah, you. Sorry, yeah, you
Yeah,
can heal
I
stun
can.
damage with medkit. Yeah, no, you're right.
Fade would be different because that
Yeah,
has
yeah.
to be sleep, but this was just regular shock damage.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Or 13 successes on that extended test.
Right, so that extended test will effectively finish in a few hours because it'll take time. Well, probably an hour. I guess it's at 5-minute intervals or whatever. I'll let you know in an hour.
Okay. I'm gonna hook up Pseudo now and try and get his stun damage healed. Or
Only
can
at
I not
one
do that?
person at once on the medkit, I'm afraid.
That's
You'd have to
okay.
wait
I just
till the
do.
hour's done.
Dude,
I
I'll
can do a straight
understand.
first aid without it. I mean,
What was
Yeah,
this?
sure.
What was the extended
Alright.
test for?
The extended test was you don't know about it, but I'm checking you for nanobots. But your character thinks I'm just being real thorough.
Okay.
And so there's the first aid roll for Pseudo.
Right, so the first aid rolls are threshold 2, and anything above the 2 gets added as health, I believe. So you first aid him, not much you
You
can
made
do.
it stop hurting, basically.
You look at it, and you just like dab a little bit of, disinfectant.
Put some
and stuff
pseudo-creme on the
and-
burn.
Yeah, basically, you're just like, it'll just take time, mate.
How long does it take him to do all these tests with Caber? Because he rolled a lot of dice.
Yeah, effectively 5 minutes for
hour.
each, so we're talking 45 minutes.
Oh,
now.
5 minutes for each, right? Okay.
Yeah. So we get to the, sort of the top of that, and as far as the medkit can detect, there are no foreign bodies, no invasive cyberware or geneware in Caber's body, it reads. As far as you are aware.
So I don't even need to tell him anything. I'll be like, pat him on the back, and you're all patched up, amigo.
What?
I kinda feel shit. I don't really
Well, I
feel
assume that
patched
some
up.
of those hits could have been used to heal him up from his stun damage or whatever else. For a little while, except for the insomnia stuff, right?
You need to make a dedicated med check for that. This was a biotech
Oh, okay.
check. But yeah, if you want to do a quick med... actually, no, you didn't take any damage today, did you, Caber?
Not there, but I haven't been healed since since the previous.
No, but there was a medical thing to get you conscious, and then there was a heal with magic.
Okay.
Strictly, it should be the other way around. I think it should be only magic, then a... I don't think you can...
It's just after magic, then I can't. Like it needs to be a.
Yeah,
a
in which case, yeah,
dedicated thing to heal
you
me.
can't heal another way. You've already healed once. Right,
Alright.
so...
That's good.
Yep, that's that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So-
now that we know that people have been checked out, I'm gonna send Pseudo a private message and let him know I'm worried about this nanobot thing. It looks like it travels through blood transfusion or something like that. Just so he's aware, since he's the techie guy. I don't want to panic anybody in the group.
I'm going
though,
to push
so
the
I'm trying to keep
message
it on the
back
DL.
saying, yeah, I'm worried about it too.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to tag on. There was a part of me that was pretty glad to see that I still had a burn mark on my neck when I checked.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All right, guys. Well, let's start trying to figure out what's going on with this boxer. Start digging
Okay.
up some info.
Okay. At this,
Assuming-
I would like you all to make a perception check.
Okay.
Man.
Nope, for Chen. One for Kaba.
I think I got 2 for
Two
mine.
for Blowback.
Although it's not showing
One
me.
pseudo. Blowback, you hear very slightly the sound of what sounds like metal on plastic from inside the van.
Let's go check on. I'm gonna tell everybody I heard something on the van. Let's go check on Sleepy.
Okay. Across everyone, just be ready for something to jump out of the van. So
Send Pug
by that
first
I mean
and have him
Pug.
in grapple mode.
And has everyone got their wireless reflexes?
Oh
on? Because
man,
if they're
too
not,
much
pseudos
talking.
mention-
I'm gonna open the door of the van.
Okay.
Okay, that
you
was
open the door of
OC,
the
but
van.
okay, like literally that was in time that you couldn't have been perceptive of, but fine.
And there is a dwarf standing there, holding an assault cannon, and he has no eyes. He hears the door open, turns vaguely in your direction, and fires. Basically point blank. Now, he cannot see. So, it's an attack against an opponent he cannot be aware of from sight.
Does that
but
count
he
as
can-
suppression then, maybe? Since it's just like spraying and praying?
well, his assault cannon can't spray. It's a single shot. But
Oh.
point blank, he aims his assault cannon at Pug and pulls the trigger. I believe his stats are... He's going
Did
to
we
roll...
have him zip tied too?
Yeah, you did.
Fucking zip ties.
You left him in the tool shop.
For like an hour.
Yeah. Right, so he's going to roll...
This is like a nightmare that never ends. You keep expecting to wake up and it's
Minus
like, Jesus
6.
Christ.
Pug, I need you to roll for surprise, just in case you glitch. Reaction plus agility.
Is surprise agility? I thought it was
Oh, sorry,
intuition.
reaction plus intuition. Good catch. Yeah, you're not surprised. So yeah, you can make a attempt to dodge this.
And that is agility plus reaction?
plus intuition.
Dodging is intuition? Okay.
Yeah, effectively you're not
I guess
dodging a
it's
bullet, you're trying to react quick enough to move out the way of where he's going to fire. You can't dodge a bullet.
I don't know if he could lift the assault cannon. I've only got 4 strength, and I don't know how that would affect it. That's for chat anyway.
Right, so yeah, at the last minute, you see this assault cannon pointing at you as you turn around, and you quickly throw yourself to the side, and poof, the assault cannon shot fires past you, in amongst your friends behind you, who aren't standing directly behind you, though, hits the ground, and there is a spray of bits of concrete that hit cars nearby and chips on the paints here and there, and there's a proper little dent in the ground now.
OC question: how is the assault cannon loaded?
How's it loaded?
Yeah, is it like a clip? Is it a magazine? Like
It's a
I'm
magazine.
having a hard
It's a
time
magazine,
imagining
Yes,
it.
it's a magazine.
Okay.
And it still had a few left in it after the yak go, so I assume it's...
It had 12 rounds in it, so it's on 11 now.
I'm assuming that we're about to go into initiative time, so.
Because of the fact he's basically on 1 HP, I will let you just all act now.
Okay, I immediately eject the ammo out of the gun because I've got all the marks on
Yeah.
all the team's gear.
He already cycled a second round into the clip, into the breach, but
I engage
the
the
magazine
safety
ejects.
as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump into the van and tackle this dork. Oh my god.
Are you
I'm just gonna
grappling or
walk away.
punching?
Grappling.
Okay. Run inside, do an unarmed plus agility. Okay, he is most definitely grappled by you. Okay, blowback, Kava.
Let's just give this guy to the Vori. I'm so fucking sick of this dude. This guy has been an albatross since the beginning, and I think we're drawing ourselves in deeper water by trying to get a bigger payday. I say we just turn this dude over to the Russians and call it.
Well, if what he had is in that cop, it could be in us as well. It could be in lots of people. So maybe he's not so special anymore. I don't see a problem with turning him over.
Pug, effectively, by the way, as an action, you can inflict that he has to resist your strength worth of damage in stun or physical because it's you. So, do you just want to choke him out until he passes out?
No.
Oh, you want him conscious? Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Maybe
but you
he'll
wanna
blabber
ask him
something
what's-
interesting.
In which case,
We can
he's
make
going
a-
to try and... He's going to deliberately try and claw at you with the screwdriver he has stuck in his belt. Now, he won't count so much as blind because you are grappling him, so he can feel exactly where your arm is. He's going to try and stab you in the arm. So this is count as basically a knife. You are grappling him, so you're going to be kind of hard to dodge this. Alright, so...
He's a shiesty little bastard, ain't he?
I would
He's
like you to
spirited.
make a reaction plus intuition. I will say it will be at -2 because you're grappling him. One. Right. This is going to be fun. The damage on the knife, I believe, is strength +1, but it is basically an improvised weapon, so I'll say it's just strength. But it will do physical rather than stun, which a normal unarmed do. So please resist 8 points with net hit. So 9 points.
He's a strong little decker, ain't he?
He doesn't look that strong. Okay. You take 5 points of piercing damage as the screwdriver sticks straight into your forearm, right between the ulnar and the radius, penetrating through. And actually the tip, the crosshead tip, for all the point it's worth, penetrates out the other side and digs into your body armor. And your hand is kind of spasms as he sort of turns it a little bit.
Damn it, can we drop this guy off?
He then very specifically pulls it out, drops it to the side. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna punch him.
Sure, go for it. He's
He's
restrained.
already grappled, so he can't defend, right?
He can, but poorly. I'm gonna say he's at -2.
So for a punch, it's gonna be agility plus
Unarmed.
unarmed.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever done an unarmed in this playthrough. I think I have skill in it.
Do you?
Let's see, like a little bit. Yeah, I do. I have
Okay.
a little bit. Just so I didn't have to default.
He's gonna use a point of edge. No. You hit him. He's...
I'm calling. I guess can I call it as stun damage without taking a penalty now?
You don't do physical damage anyway with your unarmed, do you?
I don't know. I think is it just all stun damage for a punch if I don't have
Yeah.
cyberware?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hit him, and for the intents purposes, he just poof, goes unconscious again. Pug, you notice he was reaching towards your arm.
I'm gonna take a
Pug.
look and see if there's anything weird about where he hit me with that thing. Do I notice anything weird about it?
No. I mean, there's a screwdriver-shaped hole that goes directly through your arm.
I'm gonna look at the screwdriver
Yeah.
on the ground with a perception check. I guess. I don't know. Was there blood on it or anything like that? He stabbed him in cyberware, so if there's blood on it, it's the dwarves. Like I
Pug's
don't know if
arm
he's
is
trying to
metal.
infect Pug.
No,
Oh, I thought he had a cyber arm.
no.
Oh, ain't that a bitch? Never mind then.
There is definitely blood on the screwdriver.
So now I guess I get to hook Pug up to the medkit.
Yeah, sure. Go.
But
do you wanna
before
make
we do that,
do you
can
want to
we-
make a medical roll?
Before
I
we do
come
that,
over
can
to the car and I say, before you do anything else, tie the dwarf up.
Not tie. Tie didn't work. We
Chain-
need handcuffs.
I don't
Chain,
care
something.
what you do. Just make him immobile and make it a lot harder to get out than you think it would need to be for him.
Apparently, I should have got the good zip ties. I fucked up. I got the plastic ones.
Both people we've tied up have broken out.
I think the GM's trying to teach us a lesson. Get better equipment.
Oh no, plastic zip ties work. But sometimes people get lucky. And also, you left a dwarf for an hour in the back of a van, which is a tool shop and also has weapons. With
His
plastic zip
eyeballs
ties.
were ripped out. I figured how much damage could he do with eyeballs ripped out?
Quite a lot.
Apparently, I got my answer.
All right, I'll let you guys tie him up now that he's not feisty anymore. Take a look at this arm.
All right, so I hook him up to the med kit. That's going to be a bio roll with the.
Are you doing medical or are you just doing bio? Because do you want to first aid him first?
I was going to hit it all. Yeah, let's get him with first aid first.
First aid first,
and
yeah.
then we'll do the. So it's 14, I guess, with the med kit factored in.
So you get 2 points of health back, Puck. You kind of bandage his arm. You put a little bit of padding around it. You make sure nothing major was hit in the arm. Nothing major was hit. He was pretty lucky. It went straight in between the on and the radius. Didn't hit any major things.
While Blowback is treating Pug, I call Caber over. Caber, have you got anything that can keep this dwarf, or whatever it might be at this point, down? Anything at all?
How do you mean? As in
Anything
time up,
that can keep him asleep, that can subdue him? I don't know what you can do. You're an elf.
We're in a machine shop. We should search for chains or something. Overhearing.
Bring,
Yeah,
bring,
I mean-
bring. Caber, your
Who's-
comlink.
Who is it?
It's Leonid.
Oh, fuck.
Coleslaw. What's up, Coleslaw?
Alright, I'll answer.
Hello, Caber, my old friend. How are you today? I've been waiting for your callback. You have not answered me. It's been several hours. I was hoping that we could talk about that lovely little dwarf friend of yours. I would love to meet Zachary again.
While I'm
Well,
doing that, I'm going to start looking around the shop for any kind of chains. Anything.
Chains, vehicle shop. No, there is steel cable.
Well,
Rip the
vehicle
fucking
shops will
seatbelt out of
have
one of the cars.
engine hoists, and those are chains.
Yeah, I don't know if that would fit in the back of a van though, an engine hoist.
No, you put the hoist down and then you just rip the chain off the mechanism itself.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you'd have some light chain. There's also steel cable in there for use for towing things, so. But Caber, my old friend, how about that dwarf then, yes? I will raise my offer. I will give you, say, 3 grand for the dwarf. I mean, I'm just taking him off your hands, right? You have him, he's of no use to you. I just want to say hello for time's sake. A 3 grand is more than enough.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. But I told you, like, we need to lay low for a couple of days. I mean, I don't know how much news you watch, but there's been a bit of a ruckus lately that we kind of need to keep away from.
Yes, and if you would have the dwarf and you have already done the cyborg taking away, I'm sure there's blood, and there is guts, and there is gore, and of course all of that is traceable, so maybe it is best if you get rid of the dwarf sooner rather than later, yes?
Man, I'll do it as soon as I can, but I mean, I've got a lot of heat bearing down on me right now.
Well, if the heat does bear down on you, just remember that you better leave my number, or I have friends in prison who will come and shank you, and it will not be fast.
Yeah, of course, man. Like, don't worry about it.
Ah, excellent. You know I only kid about the shanking thing. Ah, excellent. Well, I will talk to you soon. Hopefully you'll get back to me a lot faster than you did the last time.
No worries, man. No worries.
Caber, who was that?
Sounded like Coleslaw.
I was listening through on the comlink.
That was our good friend Coleslaw. Yep.
We're gonna give up. Are we gonna give up Sleepy? Because I'm really sick of this little shit. He's.
He's just well.
Blowback gets a
Vladimir was
message
saying-
pushed to his comlink saying, "You might want to make sure that whatever's in Sleepy is not currently in Pug before you give up the thing that actually has the hive that I'll be able to talk to, and find out what the hell it does."
Are we sure he? Okay.
Funny,
I mean, I get where you're going from, so I understand. I'm gonna work on Pug, but I'm gonna also suggest that Caber, you just call him back and see if he can do a pickup. Yes, he got like an escalator around somewhere, just wants to come get the eyes and the shit and this guy, and then we'll do the handoff here right out front. I mean, I doubt that they're gonna give us up now that we're working in collusion with them. We're trying to get in good with the Vori anyways. We really don't have a choice.
Is that? Do you guys want to just drop him off and just get the payday? I mean, he did like Vladimir.
Was
did
that
say he was
3,000
gonna-
each?
Yeah. Nah. That's just 3,000 for the dwarf, man.
That's still.
And the cyberware was
1,000
3,000
pay
each.
grades.
And yeah, we get the payday for the cyberware as well. Remember?
Let's get rid of this guy. I'm gonna work on Pug. I assume it'll take him a little bit of time to get here. Maybe I can figure out if Pug's got the thing going on with him too. Although I would have noticed his body be healing quickly, right? Can I take a perception check or anything to see if he's healing this? If he is infected, he'd be doing the same thing.
Roll perception. As far as you can tell, he's not.
Okay, I'm still gonna hook him up to the med kit and get started with that diagnostic, but I strongly suggest we ditch this dwarf and just get rid of him and get our payday. We need money right now more than anything anyways, because we got a lot of cleanup detail to do, and we're gonna have to butter a lot of palms.
Alright, roll it as you did last time. Okay.
Perception? Oh, the same.
Ava,
Okay.
can you...
Biotech.
Are you able to help me tying this thing up?
Yeah, of course, man. Like, this, I like how you called him a thing, though. That's a bit harsh. Jeez.
Yeah, well, if you've seen what I've seen, then you'd understand why.
Ignore
Just
that
help
last
me tie
roll.
him up.
Right.
Okay. You tie him up with some chain, padlock him, do all the good stuff.
So, are we gonna... Sorry, there's a lot of bleeps
I
going
know.
on in my ears right
So,
now.
yeah, it's hard to think.
Now, how much is that for total?
Total, I've got...
You also critical glitch on one of the tests. The one where you went down to 3 die, you critical glitched.
That's bad times.
Is it possible to do an N-1 thing so we can just do all this roll at once?
I don't know if it would be. I mean, it might be possible. You'd have to double check if it can do a factorial, but whatever. But yeah, how many test successes did you get in total before that critical glitch?
Before the glitch, I have 10.
10. Okay, so as far as you know, there was nothing going on. However, one of the contacts you attached to our friend Pug here was not attached perfectly okay, and it kind of slips, and it goes, cardiovascular event detected, charging. Pug, please resist 8 electrical damage as you are defibrillated.
God damn it! What's resist electric?
This is attached directly to your body, so resist just with body and your dermal armor.
Oh, that's so good.
We
Pug's
need to
just
get you
getting...
sprayed with some anti-electric shit. We just gotta get you, like,
Oh,
rubberized.
It's the rubber man.
Wow.
Woo!
I think you're unconscious, are you?
Edge it?
No, that's only... I only had 2 stun before that.
Okay. Pug is like flung backwards like half a meter off of the table the chair he's sitting on, which is impressive. It destroys the chair completely with the amount of weight he is. He's conscious and he gets up, but he is... Ooh, you all can smell this sort of smell of vaguely burnt flesh.
Fragging ass technology bullshit.
Iron tang of electrical discharge in the air.
Ah, it's awful. The hell did you do to me?
Sorry, man. Medkit's been getting a lot of use lately. Apparently, it might be time to trash this one.
Patient disconnected.
Trash something.
Patient disconnected. Please reattach to begin resuscitation.
Medkit's toast. I think we might need to bin it.
Look, before we hand the dwarf over to Coleslaw, whatever you want to call him these days, I really want to try and find out what's going on. So if you can just tie him up, make sure he's not going to be able to move. And, Kabert, this time, when I ask you to watch over me, when I hot him, please actually do what I ask. And give me an hour, 2, 3, however long it takes. We need to find out what's going on. Because this is the second thing that's happened. You know what? If it was just one, then yeah, fine. The payday wouldn't be worth it. But twice, this close together. Call me paranoid if you want, but I don't want to take chances.
Alright, let me go get my gun first. I'm gonna go and pick up my EBR and just sit next to Sudo.
Okay. Can we actually drag him out, hook him onto the engine hoist, and just suspend him upside down by his ankles?
Sure.
It's very hard to run away when you're upside down and blind.
You quickly notice that that's making some of the wounds to his face that were healed start to seep blood again. You can have him horizontally on the hoist.
Fine. Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That we don't want him to die yet.
Okay, so basically you hog time and then make sure he's horizontal from the engine hoist, suspended over the ground, probably a couple of feet off it.
Pug, have you got that axe still?
Yeah, it's in the van.
Okay. Just watch him. If he twitches, just chop the head off. Literally, don't wait. Just bring the axe down.
Caber, you want to give it... let's give this an hour tops, and then we call Leonid, and let's just get this guy out. Like, I understand what we're going for, but I feel really antsy about this. I got a bad feeling. Like, the longer we hold on to this guy, the worse shit gets. Like, have you noticed how exponentially our lives have gotten worse since the moment this guy entered our van?
Yep.
You're not wrong. I would like a house again.
Yeah. Well, fine.
Level with Leonid if you want to as well. Like,
if you can delay it, whatever. It'll probably take him a little while to get you, but
yeah.
I
Maybe
really
tell Leonid
wanna try
if
and
he
do this.
really wants to get this guy. He's in the mob. They've got sins. We need 3 new fake identities. Who's sinless right now altogether? I'm sinless. I got no person. Maybe he
I'm
has
sinless,
a couple of
yeah.
decent sins he can slide our way too, just in case. It'll take heat off his back too, because we're kind of trouble for him right now. Although I wouldn't say that because he seems a little bit killer and quick on the trigger. But we can take the payday, and maybe he's got a couple of, like, decent sins laying around that we can then use to resume work for him. I don't know.
Sounds like a decent idea to me.
Okay.
All right.
Do you
So
want to
you've
immediately
got-
do any immediate, like, asking around contacts or background checks in the hour you said before effectively you're going to call Leonid?
I got nobody left on my
Suda
list.
wants to
I'm
go
out.
hot sim and just try to find those nanites again. It's gonna have to be a completely new check, but because it's so much time has passed since he last tried it.
Sure. Okay, so you can roll a Magic Perception.
I'm
do you
trying
have the
not to
jammers
fall
still
over.
on?
We never turned him off, so
I'm gonna
so you've
suggest
still got
Pug,
one
go
second.
catch a nap, man. You're looking a little raggedy.
Who's gonna watch the
Pseudo,
dwarf?
You've been awake for another 3 hours. Please resist 4 stun damage from fatigue.
okay. So that's
I can watch him. I'll watch the dwarf. I'll keep a
body
gun on him.
plus
And willpower.
willpower.
I'm gonna keep my gun trained on the dwarf anyway, so don't worry about that.
So you got me and Caber watching the dwarf, man, and we'll just blap him if
Take
anything
2
much
points
was
of
it?
stun. 2 points of stun.
And with that, I'm out.
So
just pass
Pseudo goes, sits down, goes to go into Hot Sim, closes his eyes, and he sort of slumps. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's just in Hot Sim. And then you hear...
Caber, this might be a blessing. This might be a blessing. Let's just turn him into Leonid while he's out. He's gonna be mad about it, but
Yeah.
this might be a blessing in disguise. He fell asleep, so fuck it.
I'm with
Turn him
you,
in.
man.
Turn him in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that nap you suggested. Sounds great.
cool.
Okay. So, have you got no one else to call? No one on your contact list? No one you've called before?
I can't answer.
You can't
I'm
answer.
asleep.
Neither can Pug. He's gone asleep now.
How nice are the mattresses here, by the way?
Very thin, terrible.
So I'm
Aw.
gonna.
You might be better just crashing in the front seat of the van with it kicked back.
Hey, Blowback, do we like? Are you sure that we just want to go straight for Leonid, straight for Kosolov, or Vlad?
This guy's
Kozlov.
It was
ruined our
Vladimir
lives,
Kosolov,
man.
yeah, Leonid.
It's
Everything's
Leonid,
fucked already.
Koslov, I think now. I'll have to double
Koslov, yeah.
check.
Yeah, Vladimir
Leonid.
was his fake son. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take an excess syringe from the med kit that I'm not gonna use anymore after this for now. And I'm gonna draw some of the dwarf's blood though, and I'm gonna put it in one of the little specimen jars that comes along just in case, and stash that.
Please make a note that you have dwarf blood brackets nanite question mark close brackets
Okay.
in one syringe.
If you're doing that, can we take a couple of samples just in case we need to find this guy?
Let's say I fill up 3 specimen jars from 3 different
Okay.
locations: leg, arm, and chest.
You have effectively 3 specimen jars full of question mark dwarf blood. Nanite? No, you know it's dwarf blood. Dwarf by question mark nanites.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you call in it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him.
Okay, but I'm glad you called back so fast. I will call off all the hitmen I have ordered. Are you ready to do the trade, yes?
I don't like this guy's jokes.
So we've got yeah, we're good to do the trade, but right now I am currently sinless, and so is one of my mates, so we can't move this guy around the place, otherwise we'll get flagged.
Well, where are you? I can have my boys come and pick you up. Or I can just dump the money with you if you need to just be quick about it.
I mean, you can, if you want to come and pick him up, that's good. I mean, there's probably a lot of people out looking for us right now. So if you could come and pick him up, I don't want to give him to anyone else just in case. Like, I'd need you to come and pick him up though.
Very well. Did you get the comlink and stuff that I asked for, the deck and the eyes?
Yep, got everything.
Excellent. In which case, that will be a grand total of 15k Noyan. I will bring it immediately. Send me your location.
Yeah, no problem. So I'll send over the location and say to him, like, you don't happen to have any spare sins kicking about, do you?
I could probably find some. Do you want to buy sins?
Well, I mean, I don't care how good they are. I just need a couple of sins.
Well, I can get you 2 sins for you if you want. And I will have to, you know, take it off the money I owe.
How much are we talking here?
Well, for you, my friend, I will call it a special. At last minute's notice, 3 grand per sin.
Are they gonna check out?
Like, yeah, like how good
I don't
is
want to
that
look like
sin
Daffy
gonna be,
Duck.
You
man?
said you wanted some throwaway sins. Of course they're not going to check out. Someone's going to look at it and be like, that is fucking caterpillar DNA.
Alright,
This
Yeah,
is
you
like
are
the
a
usual
beautiful
sins,
butterfly. I thought it would suit you.
Pseudo seems to laugh in his dreams. He doesn't know why.
I
Pug
know
as
I
well.
liked you for a reason, man. Yeah, just bring me the sins.
Okay, I will bring you 2 sins. You said you want a couple?
Yep, just 2 sins, man.
Okay,
One from
couple
me
it
and-
is.
Yeah.
I will be there in half an hour.
Okay, no problem, man.
Cool.
Half an hour goes by. And up in front rolls a pretty badass looking Mercedes and a van. And I think I have music just for this instance.
Oh, special.
Here it comes. The double cross.
Oh yes, that good old fashioned double cross music that I was saving.
Yeah.
Let me have a quick look. It will be in
Something about vodka.
Maybe. Oh, give me a second. I think I've lost it.
Is Raj still here? Raj?
Nah, he took off.
I think I may have removed it because someone flagged it on YouTube, despite the fact that it was completely public domain because annoying reasons. Oh well. Playing some very loud Russian orchestral music. Turns up. I'm
gonna tell Caber to get the door. I'm gonna go wake up Pug real fast.
Blowbag! This is a lovely place. What is all of this?
Tools of the trade, my friend. Tools of the trade.
Is this all yours?
Just kind of holding on to it for somebody right now.
The friend of yours. You will know very nice people. This is very nice car. Maybe you should tell me this friend's name and I will have to buy a car of him. He's pointing to the Euros car that is the best car in the room at the moment.
Shitballs.
Coleslaw, how's
I
it
would
going?
be very happy if I was to know all about this lovely friend of yours so I could purchase such a lovely specimen of him. I believe this is the 76 model. I myself have only just recently purchased a 78 model Mercedes.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him Raj's comm. but I'm gonna forward Raj a message that says, "Be very, very careful. You're about to be contacted by a scary dude." Basically, just forward him a message.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Pug is happy to see Coleslaw.
You're so loyal.
Pug walks over to Coleslaw with a big grin. Hi, Coleslaw. How's it going?
Did anyone wake
good
you
to
up?
see you. Yeah. I thought someone said they did.
I think Blowback was going to go wake you up, but then he got engaged by Coleslaw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never
He's
mind.
still asleep.
Snoring loudly
excellent.
then.
Let's do this fast. It's a lovely little estate you've got here. I'm not sure that the Irish will be too happy that I'm out and talking to you in such a location. You notice that he has like 4 guys have got out of the van behind him, and all have assault rifles, sort of kind of hidden under these long, very thick trench coats.
Well, your guys in the van, Leonid. Go ahead. I mean, I think we've all agreed that this has been a pretty lucrative opportunity.
He's not exactly in the van. I'm pretty sure that is him and that hoist over here. There was a lovely use of such a lovely mechanical contraption. I will have to try that in future.
Yeah,
maybe perhaps with the added effect of possibly a fire underneath him. That would be quite a nice addition, I do not think.
Maybe some hot pokers. Yeah, I like
he
the way you
indicates to
think.
2 of his guys to go grab him off the hoist. He goes, have you got the deck and the cyber eyes that I wanted?
Yeah, I produce them and I give them to him.
Excellent. And he hands them over to someone who bags them. Here you go. And he hands you a cred stick.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. I hope we can do it more in the future. This was actually a good transition for us. We appreciate it.
The sins.
I'm glad you do. And here are your sins as well. He hands you an optical chip.
Magic.
Which, if you check it, has 2 sins. 2 rating 1 sins. And I've included a little bonus for you, should you, so require it. And behind you, behind him, some of his guys lift this crate out of the van, dump it inside the door. Well, I am hoping this will put us on good terms, and I hope I can hire you some more in future. Your efforts so far have been quite impressive. I heard that there was some sort of explosion down towards the south of London. I'm guessing that was you and your illustrious friends.
Yeah, we were trying to keep heat from coming back on any of this. Unfortunately, it was necessary.
Well, next time you try and avoid heat coming back on you, make sure you don't leave lots of blood from some sort of dwarf that you maybe had been torturing lying around your house, because as I understand, there are forensic teams having a pretty good sweep of that area right now. At least that is what my sources tell me. So just a word to the wise.
Well, thank you for the advice. We appreciate it.
Well, you will not get advice again.
I say it genuinely, too. I'm not being sarcastic.
Well, as genuine as you appear, my dear dwarf. Just remember that you don't get a second chance.
Kozlov is fantastic. He's literally been talking to a dwarf in his underwear and a lined coat this whole time. And
he literally is not batted an eyelid.
The pro.
That guy is
Torture is messy.
Shit.
He knows. He loves torturing people.
Yeah.
He probably does the same thing. Down in his undies, little dance to his music.
More times than you know, my little friend. Anyway, just try not to leave any evidence again, because that has a certain way to sour a reputation quite quickly. And as much as I enjoy making friends, let us say that, well, my old friends do not part on the best of terms usually.
Okay, my apologies.
Excellent. Well, I will leave you to your fun shindig, and I will have to hit up this friend of yours. This Little Raj. Excellent. Well, have a good one, and I will leave you to... Well, you're sleeping. He looks at the Technomancer.
It's been a rough couple days. We'll see you around.
That I can imagine. Goodbye. Das Vidania. And he leaves.
Bye.
Dries off. Guns the engine a little bit as he does so. You check the cred stick. There is 12k Noyan on there. There is -3, -3. 9k Noyan. You have 2 rating 1 sins. You notice one of them is for a Beatrix Rowntree, and the other one is for Vladimir Koslov. In fact, it is the exact same sin he was using on his way in.
Fantastic.
Don't try to play a player, I guess. Game respects game.
Yep. You open the crate. Do you wanna?
Maybe we wait till Pseudo wakes up.
Okay.
Go wake Pseudo up.
Well, I guess
out.
this is
He's
probably
actually
a
got
good
Irresistible.
point to have our end of the show for tonight so that you can all heal up quite nicely during the interim period. You have managed to get rid of the dwarf for a bog cheap price of 3k. You have to explain to the Irish that you no longer have him, unfortunately, and that you'll be paying them the 2k, I believe, still. The Yakuza, well, you lost the sword. They may still not like you. We're not sure about that one. And you now have a new offer of work. That said, Lone Star want you for the death of... Well, I don't know if they'll go for 4 cops. They certainly know about the 3 cops. Or will do once they get the parts back from inside the collapsed house. Pug is down a house. The van, again, is being spray painted, this time pink. And you owe Little Raj a favor.
We are really bad at crime. We are really, really bad at crime. It's a good thing we all have day jobs.
And you nearly got killed by a dwarf that couldn't see. And as far as you know, any of you could right now be infected.
Nah.
From better to better.
Craziness.
It's all going so well.
As a
Give
question,
me a house. Give me a house.
blasting our dear friend Pug with electricity, would that have neutralized the nanobots in his system if he had them? This is out of character altogether.
You have no idea.
Okay. It seems like that would disrupt nanobots, but we'll sort it out later.
Maybe.
maybe not.
It's
Stop
possible.
asking questions.
Well, I mean, Blowback might not have been paying that much attention, but he'd know that Pseudo blasted the cop with electricity right in the face, and he just carried on going.
Indeed. Oh well.
Chat wants to know what's in the box. It's a box hanger time.
No, that's the special surprise for the next stream. You're just
this is why we have a Technomancer, so we don't open Pandora's box here and get blown to
notice that
bits.
you can say, oh yeah, you've got a box, excellent, and people will be like, oh yeah, I'll open the box straight away, I want to see what the goodies are. But you say to the group, do you want to open the box? And they instantly like, no, I want to check for traps.
This is Shadowrun, this isn't D&D.
Always check for traps.
Especially when taking mysterious gifts from your Russian friend.
To be fair, he paid us. Why would he blow us up after paying us? You know, like, he would just save the money
Why
then and
not?
double cross us straight up, but I still want to check the box.
Dude, you're dealing with the white Vori here, the red Vori here.
I thought they were the white Vori.
Actually, no, they're the red Vori. I mixed it up once
okay.
twice when I mentioned it. I actually had it on the whiteboard down wrong. But yeah, no, they're the red Vori. The red Vori because they're attached to Moscow. The white Vori are mainly London-based. So you're actually working for the more minor faction of the Vori at the moment in London.
Maybe we get a hookup if we keep working for them.
Of what? They mainly deal in the sex trade and people
Well,
smuggling.
they could move it. Well,
Also
that's a hookup. let's not bypass benefits here before we done too quickly.
Sure, yeah.
That's
you
a
know,
good
if you wanna
place
get
to
into
go underground.
You know, people trafficking.
Underground. Is that what we're calling it nowadays?
Maybe we'll start trafficking Kaba.
Sounds good. Pay the bills.
He is too
I
pretty.
mean, he's going to have to do a lot in order to pay back for a whole house, but...
His orifice is going to go up by 3 sizes.
Wow.
I didn't blow up the fucking house. Look at me.
Wow.
It seemed like a good plan at the time. I need, like, incendiaries. I'm really upset that I only had explosives. I wanted to burn it down.
Pseudo, by the way, as soon as you wake up, you will actually be able to detect what's in the box because it's actually got the wireless on. So I'll let you know now.
No. I think it's good.
Yeah, sure.
Keep this until
Orcs
next thing.
higher.
Okay, chat. Pseudo has decided. You will not know tonight. You will know next week.
Oh,
Hashtag blame
Christmas
Pseudo.
everyone
comes
who's in
next
chat who
week,
comes
yeah.
from my channel is completely okay with this. They're used to me literally finding the perfect frame in the middle of an enemy attack animation in XCOM to cut the episode there. It's like, yeah, you know they're attacking. You don't know whether they killed the person they were attacking or not. In fact, the last episode that went up did exactly that. Good times.
Fair enough.
I'm
Right,
honing
so
those skills.
that's where we'll call it for tonight. We'll go through attribution. We'll go through what people are doing on their respective channels and stuff, and where to check them out. And then I believe we are good for tonight. We will, of course, be talking somewhat about the fact we're going to have subscriptions next week, and some of the other things we'll be doing for that. Hopefully, we'll have some badass artwork coming along as well, because we've going to be using subscriptions to pay for awesome artwork of our fellow characters. I don't get any artwork. I need a character. Maybe some of the more memorable NPCs. To be fair, I just want a picture of Blowback in his underwear with his like Ares Alpha being like,
in my trench coat, Heisenberg,
yeah,
middle
like,
of the street.
freeze, motherfucker! Just, it's an interesting one.
Make
Anyway,
sure they accentuate the knob, though. I gotta make sure that's flattering.
With an obvious tail of a sock sticking out the end.
right. So, my attribution. Thank you very much to Lady Sheelab for the awesome voiceovers for our intermediate voiceovers for our little movie things. I guess I can't remember what I call them now. The Welcome to the Shadows series. Also, if you go check out the videos on anyone's channel, they should have the attribution for all the little shots that we used. A number of places that had Creative Commons or open source visuals, really greatly appreciated. And of course, there were some of the lovely art from the original Shadowrun rulebook in there, which is pretty badass as well. All in all, I think the music mostly tonight was from, I'll pull up the list, Secession Studios, or the Frozen Synapse original soundtrack, which is pretty awesome. You can find that on SoundCloud if you want. Or the Endless Space soundtrack by Fly By No, which is an awesome soundtrack and got a lot of songs on there and very, very good. It's very kind of them as well to be like, oh, here's a video game, and by the way, the soundtrack, yeah, you can use it for anything else. Just attribute it, which is really appreciated. And there were a couple of songs from Epidemic Sound, who I use for so much because they're absolutely amazing. And they're like, yeah, we won't submit our stuff to silly content ID systems that, despite the fact you have rights to it, will just content ID anyway, which is why I stopped using a couple of other ones. Because what's the point? So yeah, very much appreciated for all of those people for the awesome stuff they produce. And I believe that's it for attribution. Avak, where can people find you when you're not being pseudo?
They can find me at youtube.com/Avak. Same for, well, not exactly the same for Twitch, but you know, twitch.tv/Avak. And on Twitter, it's Avak_.
Okay, and the underscore being all important.
Yes.
The other guy's an imposter.
I mean, I think it underscores
Big
the
Avak.
importance of Avak.
Yeah. It's like underlining the whole word, but you know,
An accentuation.
Yeah. It's like it should be double underlined, really.
Stejo,
Little stars on either side.
Where can people find you when you are still being too pretty to hit?
You can find me over at twitter.com/studio. I know I said twitter.tv, so I used to saying Twitch. And you can find me over at youtube.com/studio. And that other site that I'm not supposed to mention.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always Stejo. If you're looking for me, it's Stejo. Always
There
be
we go.
there.
I'm looking for Stejo. Just go for Stejo. Shen, when you're not being a giant imposing because pug, where can we find you?
Right here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Shenner. I play every day of the week. Lately been playing Europa 4 and Stardew Valley, and also over on YouTube at Shenner2.
Awesome. Right. Splatter, where can people find you when you're not dancing around in your underwear? The sites
when
where
am
you
I
do dance
not?
around in your underwear. Yeah, I mean...
You can find me at youtube.com/SplatterCatGaming, and then Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays right here on Twitch TV/SplatterCatGaming. I'm playing Stardew Valley, Enter the Gungeon, all kinds of fun little
Oh,
things
such
right
a
now.
good game. Oh my lord. Gungeon is so fun.
It's really
Good
hard.
game. It is.
What?
You gotta get those dodge rolls down, and until you
Yeah.
accept that you have to dodge roll, you're just fucked.
It's much more bullet storming than Isaac. So, like, I came from Isaac, I'm like, I'm not bad at Isaac, not amazing. And then, like, oh my god,
One of the things I see people doing really badly is they dodge roll away from the bullets. It's like, no,
Yeah.
Gotta dodge roll into them, man.
towards them.
Yeah.
I'm breaking that habit right now. Yep, definitely.
I just dodge roll to the side and dodge out of an area that's fine,
Yeah.
directly under a bullet.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's those dodges I've got to just learn the dodge distance. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for coming along. Next week we will have Twitch partnership available. I don't know if we'll leave emotes by then, probably not, because I'm away for a few days in between. We're going to be using that to fund awesome artworks and stuff, etc. Whatever else we need to, make this even more awesome effectively, and then any remains just goes to basically tip the guys for being along during the time. So thank you so much for your support, and we're looking forward to being able to launch that properly next week, because a number of people have been like asking us over and over again, like, oh yeah, when can we do subs? I'm like, soon, just wait for Twitch. Q&A time. The Q&A generally starts half an hour before the show, by the way, so 8:30 BST. 12:30 PDT. Might start it a little bit earlier next time. Might actually start an entire hour beforehand, because I know that we end up having a lot of questions and it's still going strong by the time I'm like, guys, I need to run away. So might start a little bit earlier next week. I'll have to let you know depending on when I get back. But hopefully we'll be able to go over that, and then maybe in future we'll have some sit downs with individual characters and talk about the characters in this sort of Q&A form before the shows. We can get some more background on you fun people, because I know especially we've been talking a lot since last session, and everyone was like fanboying about last session, like, oh my god, I can't wait to find out what happens to this dwarf, and people got really into making their character backgrounds, and quite frankly, like, I'm like, as a GM, fanboying internally about what I can do now with your backgrounds. So looking forward to that. Anyway, we better be off.
Yep.
It's been fun. We'll catch you next week, same time, same place. Twitch.tv/roll for it. And just remember, never make a deal with dragon, or possibly keep a dwarf hogtied with plastic restraints in a tool shop with guns.
Splatter's face there is like, I was bad. I am sorry.
Until next time, stay shiny.
Bye,
Take care.
Take care.